Welcome back to Adams Field, where it's halftime. Michigan Tech leads Wayne State 38-24. I'm Tony Ortiz, and I'm glad to be joined by a couple of Wayne State Hall of Famers, Kyle Hill, Stefan Terleckyj. Guys, thank you very much for joining us down here on the sidelines today. Let me start with you, Kyle. How did you find out that you were about to be inducted into the Wayne State Hall of Fame?
It's a good story. I was actually called by Erica on my birthday, which was June 13th, so it was a great early birthday gift from Erica, the athletic director, to let me know that I was going to be inducted with this year's class of Hall of Fame inductees.
Nice. That's a heck of a birthday present. Stefan, how about you? How did you find out you were elected to the Wayne State Hall of Fame?
Same way. Not my birthday, though. That would have been awesome. But yeah, Erica gave me a call. She actually left a voicemail. Once she said athletic director, I had an idea something was up, and it was great to talk to her and have that moment with her to let her share the news with me.
What does it mean for you to be known as one of the best athletes in Wayne State history?
It's amazing. You know, it's funny. I was talking to my cousin Taras, and he was telling me that, you know, I always looked at the game very, very mentally, and I didn't let myself feel it, and now I'm starting to really kind of get that wave of emotion with it, and it's been pretty cool. It's been pretty cool. It's amazing, and again, I've been saying it all weekend. Just thank you to everybody from the program. I couldn't be here without them.
Kyle, same question for you. What does it mean to be considered now one of the greatest athletes in Wayne State history?
It's an immense honor. I mean, Jeff Weiss said that there's been 10,000 student athletes at Wayne State now, and there's over about 200 and less than 300 in the Hall of Fame. So to be inducted and to be forever shrined as for your experience it's a great honor, and it's the same thing as Stefan. And coming back, experiencing all of this has been just a fantastic experience for us.
Guys, take me back down memory lane for each of you. I'll start with you, Kyle. What's a couple of moments you remember from your playing careers at Wayne State?
I remember the no-hitter I threw for my first win. That was one. One playing championship, one coaching championship. Those would be the two things that are top of mind, among a million other things. But very quickly, those would be the three things that come to mind.
Stefan, what about you?
There's really a lot. There's so many. The one that sticks out to me when we played Grand Valley at Grand Valley, I had my career-long field goal, 51-yarder, and now my family was there to share that moment with me, and that was just really amazing. And it's funny, Coach Wooster, who was my coach in high school, coach in college, he recruited me. He brought me into the fold of Wayne State alumni, and it's just cool to see, you know, how the spider web goes with all these guys. So it's amazing.
Okay, shout out to Scott Wooster, one of my favorite people in the world. What did it mean to be? What was it like, and what did it mean to you to be part of that 2011 team that pretty much captured the university and captured the attention of people in the city of Detroit?
It was amazing. It was a great experience. You know, as the kicker, I'm a fly on the wall essentially of the football team, and just to be around that was just incredible. So many great memories, and yeah, it leaves me speechless just kind of going back and looking back at those moments. It was really something special.
Okay, for my career, some of the smartest guys on the football field are the kickers, just so you know.
Hey, that's what I'm saying all the time. That's why people love us so much. We know how to get on people's good side. So,
you know what? I like that. That's good. Kyle, do people underestimate how good the Wayne State baseball program has been? I mean, consistently good.
Yeah. I mean, it's gotten better year over year since I've been here. We had Anthony Bass in the major leagues for a number of years. Now we have Hunter Brown in the major leagues, and for a Division II program to have Major League Baseball players kind of really reflects how good the program actually is. And northern schools often don't get a lot of recognition in the baseball world, but I think Wayne State's doing a great job of changing that.
Ryan Kelly's one of my favorite people in the world, along with kickers, and he's a great guy. What was it like to play for Ryan Kelly?
It was amazing to play for Ryan. I was actually Ryan's assistant coach for pitching when he was hired as full-time, so I was there for his first victory as a head coach. One of the best guys you can probably run into on a baseball field, just truly genuine, truly there for his student athletes, and wants the best for everyone. Amazing person. Okay, it's just us talking. You got a story about Ryan Kelly I can use to blackmail him? I mean, to entertain us? Nothing comes to the top of my mind. I'm not. But no, I mean, the one thing that Ryan kind of always portrayed about us, or to us, was, hey, you know, the military, the freedom in America, how lucky we are to be playing a game and going to university. So that's kind of some of the stuff that stuck with me for him.
All right, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention another one of my favorite people, Paul Winters, who always gave me a lot of guff throughout the years when I interviewed him on the sidelines. What was it like to play for Paul Winters?
Paul's a great guy. He really instilled a lot of confidence in me, and just his enthusiasm for the game, for life. I learned so many lessons from him that I still use today, and I just want to thank him for all the opportunities and experiences that he opened doors for me for.
All right, same deal here. It's just us talking. Can you give me a story I can blackmail Paul with?
It's not really a blackmail story, but it's kind of funny. There's a couple if you have time. Well, one, he would always tell this story of when he was, still at Toledo or Akron, I should say, and he was, coaching, and they're like, "Where's the kicker?" He tells the story of where's the kicker, and the kicker, he always says like it's a game-winning kick. The kicker's cheering on the crowd, and they find him, and he's like. The punchline is I already won the game, so I didn't have to be all involved in that, and I was like, I don't think that doesn't sound real to me. That doesn't sound real to me. And from my experience, it doesn't sound real to me. Another one, and this is again an example of how much confidence like he just brings to the people he's around. Every time I would see him, he's like, "You look a little bit taller. You look a little bit taller," and I'm like, at first I was like, am I going crazy? I'm like the same person. But then, like, after a while, I started to believe him, like, oh, yeah, I am a little bit taller. I am a little bit taller. But he's, again, great coach, great person, and really thankful that I was one of his players.
Stefan, Terleckyj, Kyle Hill, thank you very much for joining me down here on Halftime. And listen, congratulations. It's a pleasure to meet you guys. Congratulations on going into the Wayne State Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Stefan, Terleckyj, Kyle Hill joining me down here on the sidelines at Adams Field. It's halftime. Wayne State's got some work to do. They trail 38-24. Sean and Brady will take you to the second half, and that's coming up here on the Warrior Sports Network.
We love to throw it down to Tony Ortiz, and that's brought to you by the Michigan Army National Guard. T.O., what do you got?
I got Chuck Key down here making fun of me. How you doing, Sean and Brady? Down here with the Wayne State Hall of Famer, Chuck Key. Chuck, thanks for joining us. How you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm just so happy to be back at Wayne State. So happy to be in the company of my friends and family, being interviewed by the best in the business, Tony Ortiz. I feel great.
Well, that just made my day. This interview's over now. Chuck, how'd you find out you were in the Hall of Fame?
So Erica called me, and I actually was on the road. I had just finished the counseling exam, and I had passed it, but whole nother story. And she called me, and she said, Chuck, this is Erica Wallace, athletic director at Wayne State. I was like, oh, hey, Erica. Nothing serious. And she was like, I just wanted to call you and let you know you're being inducted into the Wayne State Hall of Fame. And I said, is this a joke? Are you serious? She was like, I wouldn't mess with you like that. And, man, just so many emotions, just felt overwhelmed. Heart was just overjoyed because I love Wayne State so much. It brought me back to all of my memories, all my great times here, and I just felt just so honored.
Chuck, you played for David Greer, who I had some fun with on the sidelines throughout the years. What was it like playing for David, who seemed to be a pretty tough-nosed guy but a pretty fair guy for the players? Sometimes.
It was tough. I felt like he made me a better man through the obstacles he kind of put in our way. He kind of allowed us to mature through certain circumstances with him. He kind of propelled me to be in more of a leadership role than I felt like I was ready to be in. But like I said, he saw greatness in me, and he allowed me to be myself while embracing the leadership role, while embracing so much greatness through him. And he saw greatness in me when certain times I didn't really see it in myself. And, I love and appreciate him for everything.
Chuck, thanks a lot for taking the time to join us here. Congratulations on making the Hall of Fame, man, and look forward to seeing you during basketball season.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much. Go Warriors and Tartars.